Welcome to Thermo-Calc. This video will show you how to install Thermo-Calc on a Windows computer. The video is applicable if you have a single user or network license and a user credential license, which means you received a username and password to log into the software. Most Thermo-Calc users will have this set up. The video is also applicable if you are upgrading to a new version of Thermo-Calc, as the new version of the software will install alongside older versions. The video is not applicable for Mac or Linux users, users who have an ANSP license, which is a type of license offered to universities for teaching, a file-based license, or if you are installing the free educational package. If any of these apply to you, refer to the installation guides available on the documentation page on our website, or visit the video library to find the correct video. The first step in the installation process is to download your software. You should have received an email with a password-protected download link. It may have come from Thermo-Calc software or from someone within your organization. Write down or remember the username and copy the password, then click on the link. You will be taken to a page that asks you to select your operating system. Select your Windows operating system, then click Go to Download page. When prompted, type in the username, paste the password, then click Sign In. You will then be taken to a page that has the software download file for Windows computers. There are also links to various resources to help you get started in the software, such as Getting Started guides and example videos. To download the software, click on the link in the software section. You can pause this video while the software downloads. The second step in the process is to install the software. Once the download is done, navigate to the folder where your computer saved the downloaded file. Right-click on the Thermo-Calc installation file and select Run as Administrator. As long as you have administrator rights on your computer, a Windows dialog box will open asking you to allow Thermo-Calc to be installed. If you are prompted to enter your username and password, do so. Then click Yes to continue. If you do not see this dialog box, or you do not know the password, it may be because you do not have administrator rights on your computer. If so, speak to your system administrator. Once you approve the installation, the Thermo-Calc Setup Wizard will appear, which will guide us through the installation process. In the installation window, click Next. Read through the agreement, then select I accept the agreement and click Next again. Now we must choose what type of installation to do. Select User Credentials, which will allow us to enter our login credentials the first time we open the software. This will install all modules, databases, and SDKs you have a license for. Click Next. This window is a reminder for users who have TC Python that additional installation procedures are required after Thermo-Calc is installed. If you have a license for TC Python, you should read through the TC Python installation instructions after the Thermo-Calc installation is complete. Click Next. The setup is now ready to begin installing, so click Next to run the installation. You can pause this video while the software installs. Once the installation is done, click Finish. Your software is now installed on your computer, and a shortcut will automatically be placed on your desktop. The third and final step in the process is to activate your license. This video will discuss online and offline activation, as well as proxy servers. License activation is done directly in the software, so double-click on the desktop shortcut to open Thermo-Calc. A window will appear that discusses the highlights of the most recent release. Once you're done in this window, click Close. A second window will appear where you will enter your license information. Enter your username and password. You should have received this in an email from Thermo-Calc or from someone in your organization. If you don't have this, ask the main Thermo-Calc contact in your organization, or email us at support@thermocalc.com. If you use a proxy server, click Proxy Settings. Click the box next to Use Proxy, then fill in your information, and click OK. I will skip this as most users will not use this. Now we must decide whether to activate online or create an offline activation file. Offline activation is useful for users who are in a highly secure environment that does not allow internet connections. It is only available for single-user licenses, not network licenses. Most users will activate online, so we'll do that first. If you have an offline activation, skip ahead to the next section. To activate online, simply click Activate Online. A window will appear that shows the products you have a license for. Your license is now activated and the software is ready to run, so you can click Close and begin using the software. To help you get started using Thermo-Calc, we have included several resources that you can access directly from the home screen, such as example files, video tutorials, getting started guides, and the online help. Skip ahead to the next section in this video to see additional license information. For users who need to create an offline activation file, you will need access to the internet to complete the activation. You can either do this by accessing the internet temporarily from the computer you'll use Thermo-Calc on, or activating the license on another computer, then transferring the license to the computer you will use Thermo-Calc on. I'll cover both in this video. Start on the computer you will use Thermo-Calc on. Click Create Offline Activation File. The window will expand with instructions on what to do. The first line states that a file called ls_activation.rec has been created and downloaded to your computer. Click the link to navigate to the file. Mine is on my desktop. If you will use Thermo-Calc on a computer that does not have internet access, copy your file to a computer that has internet access and continue the process there. The next step is to navigate to the URL shown in the window. This is a web page where you will upload the file you just downloaded. Navigate to the file you downloaded and drag and drop it into the center of the web page. The program will begin generating an offline license and will automatically download it to your computer. Navigate to the folder where your computer downloads files. Mine is in my Downloads folder, and the file is called ls_activation.lice, which is short for license. Next, you need to move this new file into the same directory as the first file. If you're on the computer you will use Thermo-Calc on, drag the new file from the Downloads folder to the Desktop folder. If you will use Thermo-Calc on a computer that does not have internet access, copy this file to the computer you will use Thermo-Calc on and put it in the same folder as the original file. Once the files are in the same folder, you're ready to generate an offline license. To do this, return to Thermo-Calc and click the Activate Using Offline Response File button. A window will appear that shows the products you have a license for. Your license is now activated and the software is ready to run, so you can click Close and begin using the software. To help you get started using Thermo-Calc, we have included several resources that you can access directly from the home screen, such as example files, video tutorials, getting started guides, and the online help. You do not need to keep the files you downloaded, so you can return to your desktop and delete them. If you need to view or update your license, you can access it from the Help menu, Show License Information. A window will appear with information about your license and which products you have. If you or your organization purchased additional products or extend your maintenance and support subscription, you need to update your license. To do this, click Check for an updated license. The program will begin updating your license. When it's done, new products will appear in the window and the date and time will update in the top right corner. We hope you enjoy using Thermo-Calc software.